Hi everybody, Melissa Johnson speaking. I am of course the Principal Psychologist and the Director of Thriving Mind Psychology Clinic located here on the Sunshine Coast. And welcome to vlog, I think it's 16 of the 90-day vlog challenge. I am coming to you live from the office on what is a very, very rainy day here on the Sunshine Coast. And as usual, I forgot to check the volume. Sorry, there we go. Hopefully that's a bit better. So it's a very rainy, windy day here, and it's pretty quiet actually because I don't think anyone wants to come out and about. So today I am talking to you a little bit about taking action again. I know in lots of previous vlogs I have spoken about taking action and making behavioral change despite what we might be feeling or thinking. So in the past, I've talked about, stepping outside of your comfort zone. We've talked about getting started for exercise. Yesterday, I talked about just say yes. And all of those vlogs have a very common theme around taking action. So making changes in your behavior, despite the fact that you might not feel like it, and despite the fact that your mind might be trying to tell you something really unhelpful about why you shouldn't do it. So after yesterday's vlog, I actually thought it might be a nice idea to introduce this other concept that I have come across by a lady called Mel Robbins, and it's called the 5-second rule. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that and just introduce the concept. And if you're interested, you can always check out her website, which I will post in the comment section below. So in psychology, psychologists can really help everybody make behavioral change by using what we call cognitive strategies, so strategies that works on our thought processes, and also behavioral strategies. So we can teach some strategies around how to make behavioral change. But I've come across this little strategy called the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins, and I thought I'd share it. Mel Robbins is not a psychologist. She created this concept of the 5-second rule, basically accidentally came across it. She used it herself. And then she's done a lot of research and worked with a lot of psychologists and lots of other researchers to try and understand the brain, understand why this works so well. So essentially the 5-second rule is a metacognition strategy. And metacognition just means think about your thinking, okay? So what is this 5-second rule and how can it help you? Well, basically what Mel Robbins says is if you have, and I'm just going to read it so I don't get it wrong, if you have an impulse to act on a goal, you must physically move within 5 seconds, otherwise your brain will kill the idea, all right? And I think we can probably all relate to this. And she uses examples like when the alarm goes off, getting out of bed. Okay, so what she says is we have a 5-second window between the time that alarm goes off and the time we actually, our mind will start, telling us some really unhelpful stories, coming up with reasons why we can't get up, shouldn't get up, don't want to get up, don't feel like it. So she says we have a 5-second window to act once that alarm goes off. The same as if we're in a meeting at work and we have this idea that we want to share. We have a 5-second window to actually act on that before our mind kicks in and kills the idea, basically. Her words, not mine. So it's a pretty interesting concept. I think we can all relate to that because a lot of the times we know what we need to do or should do. We know we should get out of bed and go for that run. We know that we should put our hand up in that meeting and speak up. But obviously sometimes we don't do that because we hesitate and we get too caught up in that unhelpful thinking. So Mel Robbins says that when that happens, you should use this 5-second rule. And basically what she says is the moment you feel yourself hesitate when you know you should do something like get out of bed or speak up in a meeting or eat something healthy or go to the gym or whatever it is, what she says is to start counting backwards from 5. So it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and go. And basically she uses that to launch herself into action. Yeah. And basically how it works is when you're counting backwards from 5, it does 2 things. 1, it helps to quiet the mind. And 2, it helps you focus on what you need to do, what actual behavior you're about to do once you get to 1. So that is my brief intro on the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. If you're interested, she has got a book and she also has a website which has quite a lot of videos on there that you can access for free, and it's really quite interesting. And if you think it's something you might like, definitely it's worth having a look into. And as I said, I will post the link to her website in the comments section below. I definitely have been using it and I will continue to use it. I think it's a neat little trick. I didn't use it this morning to get out of bed. I probably should have. I will tomorrow. I was a bit sore from yesterday. So that is it today. I hope you have enjoyed that. So that is the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. If you've enjoyed it, please do like or love. If you know someone who might be interested, please of course share with them. And otherwise, I shall see you tomorrow. But as always, do not forget, it has never been a better day than today to take the steps to having your thriving mind and your thriving life. Bye for now.